all 72 recruits. I hate OBS sometimes. I don't know why it was still on. Anyway, I'll re-explain that. So, I'm not going to spin for the players that were not drafted. We're just going to not have some overall selected. Unless all positions were filled, like, I believe, wide receiver and stuff like that. Why is Pars calling me? Guys, you want to hear angry Pars? Hello, Pars.
The music is so loud that we can't hear a word that you're saying.
It's off.
All right, good. I had to make sure.
Okay.
I'm drunk, man. I had to make sure. I'm not paying.
All right, that's right. That's fair.
All right, man. Bye.
All right, see ya. I know what I'm doing most of the time. All right. Currency, I would like to say, I know you sent me all the wheels, but I think some would be suspicious, not of you, of me, using already plugged in overall numbers. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself. I appreciate you doing that. You didn't have to do it earlier. But I'll just do it. So you can see me, I'll type them. Because I can honestly, I have the spreadsheet open over here, and it's as simple as me. Oh, where is it? Drag it over here. I can just take this, copy that, and paste it into there. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're going to go position by position. As I said, athlete was first, and they were 1 overall, and that overall is a 77. So, Virginia State, congrats on the 77 overall athlete. That's what you got. Still don't know the exact positions, but, just know it's a 77 overall at some point. All right, we are going to center. There are 5 of them. 5 players. I have my laptop here as well, so we'll be filling these in. Might be silent for a while I'm typing here and typing there. I'm just writing stuff down, so I have it. So here are all the overalls available for centers. We got 83, 82, 80, 79, 76, and 76. I'm going to go straight in order. 4th round, like the highest picked centers to lowest pick. There were 2 in the 4th round and 3 in the 6th. So there's a good chance that, well, there has to be. Someone is going to get an 83 or 82 from a 4th round pick or below. So we have basically our first steal of the draft. Hold on one second. Okay. So like I said, every time in draft, some players have 1st through 6th. Other players, like O-linemen, some of them are lower. So I'm going to shuffle this once. Actually, I'll shuffle it after every spin. But I'll click this button a couple times, obviously, just so you see it. First player, it's this guy. I'm not saying his name. His last name's Dupree. If you guys remember what I said on stream, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not doing that again. I'm just an idiot. That's okay. All right. This player was drafted by Baldwin Wallace. All right. First spin. We'll shuffle this a little bit. All right. This is for Baldwin Wallace's 4th round pick. An 80. 80 overall for him. Okay, I'll write that down. We'll remove that. There's our first spin. So the 80 is off the board. 80 is off the board. Next player is Revamped, who was drafted by... I guess I can pull that up over here just so I have it. Team draft. Nope. Draft picks. There we go. Was drafted by App State. This one's going to App State. Yeah. Very rare. App State, second pick of this draft. Shuffled a couple times. They're going to get the 76. Almost got the 82 there. It falls to 76. So we're going to mark that down. Okay. Third player is George Sims, who went to Virginia State in the 6th rounds. This one going to Virginia State. They were going to get the 79. Almost snuck the 82 in. George Sims will fall to the 879 overall, which means the last two players could be both 80s, or one could be a 76, and which guarantees the last Wilson to be an 82 or 83. All right. This is Michael Pearson, who was drafted by Central Arkansas or Furman? By Furman with the last pick. I know I said in order, but I can't. I can only see the name. I think it's sorted by alphabetical order. It's whatever. I'm just going by round order. Because I can't. It's hard for me to keep going back and forth and trying to figure out who was drafted where. Although, actually, I will do Thomas Ulrich next. Okay, Thomas Ulrich is next because he was right after George Sims. So we have been going in order, so I'll keep doing that, actually. All right, Thomas Ulrich was drafted by Valdosta State, I think. Yeah, I don't know why that's the wrong color over there. Whatever. This is Valdosta State's pick. So this could be either one of the 80s or the 76. And it's going to be the 83. Valdosta State gets a major steal in this draft. Pick 68 is the 83 overall. Which means either Michael Pearson could be the... Oh, my gosh. Michael Pearson could be the 82. I guess it doesn't really matter. Or the 76 here. This is for Furman. Last pick of the entire draft. Pick 72. Is going to be the... Oh, my gosh. Lost the 82 at the last second. That will be the 76 overall, which means the 82 does not get selected for this year's draft. That will not be a part of any rosters next season. All right, centers are done. We will now move on to cornerbacks. There were 10 possible and only 7 were drafted. Gonna go grab those overalls real quick. Okay, here are all the overalls for cornerbacks. And we're going to start with Zary Zerold, who was drafted by UConn in the first rounds. Will give us a shuffle a couple times. All right. Should have probably explained this. So highest overalls here, there are 5 80 overall players, and there are 5 70 or below. there's also 2 gyms, I guess, technically. 80, I guess 1 gym. 80, I can't remember if we determined that 82 is a gym. 1 for sure gym, and then a couple of average 80s. All right. 0-0, this is cornerback heading to UConn. '81 overall. 81 overall, heading to the Huskies. Solid get with the first round pick. Solid get. Solid get right there. Okay. 0-0 81. Next player that was drafted was Kyle Hawkins, another Baldwin Wallace pick. So this is heading to the Yellow Jackets next season. This was a 3rd round pick to the Yellow Jackets. That will be another 81. So a really solid pick for round 3 of the drafts. That one is heading to Baldwin Wallace. So both 81s off the board for the first couple wheel spins. All right, next pick. We have a couple of 5th rounders, I believe. Yes, I got to see who was drafted first. Looks like Jeremy Doring. Yeah, Jeremy Doring, Space Force recruit here. Will be, so 3rd pick here, heading to Space Force. Will be the 77. So Space Force will grab a 77 overall in round 5, which is about what you're supposed to get in this round. So that being said, the gym is still there. The 84 overall is still alive, as well as we actually have 380s still left. All right, next pick in the draft was Robert Peterson, funny enough, also by Space Force with pick 57. So this will also be heading to the Delta Dogs, and they're going to get the 72. They missed the 80 by a millimeter. That's as close as you can get to getting an 80. That will be the 72 overall heading to Space Force. I guess it's technically a bus. It is round 5. Yeah, it's snowing, so I can't go anywhere. And also, there's also a game tonight, so people can go watch it back. It'll be streamed, so yeah. I am updating these live on the sheet. They're in parentheses around the name. So you can go find some of your players in the recruiting file. I haven't updated all the team names yet. I'll do that later. But if you go look at your team's draft picks and stuff like that, you can go see your overalls. Monarch, you got who was it? Who did you draft in round 6? Round 4, Ray Rarold. You got where'd he go? I don't know. I'll find it later. It's on the sheet. It's on the sheet somewhere. Anyway, we have the final corner in round 5. I think it's mine. Yeah, Richard Rudolph, cornerback, heading to UCO. While I'm here, let me update a couple of these just so people know who is where. All right, Richard Rudolph, couple of 80s and couple of 70s for the final 5th round pick. Yeah, this is pick 59. Shuffle it a couple times. It's going to be the 80. Yeah, 80 overall. Heading to UCO, I think. So the 84 and 82 are still alive. And those could be in the 6th round pick, but they also cannot be picked. We have 2 draft picks left, Michael Neely and Steven Struble. Steven Schubel was first, and he went to Baldwin Wallace. So there's another pick for the Yellow Jackets here. 6th round pick, pick 64, is going to be a 74. Yes, 74. So we may not get a gem out of the cornerbacks. Final pick is Michael Neely, who is, all the greens look the same. Northeastern State. One of the 2 picks for Northeastern State for this one. Could get a low to high 70 or a couple of 82s here. So we'll shuffle it. Northeastern State here for this one. We'll get the 82. So pick 71 is a gem. Okay, had to make sure. That was still going to the 79. So pick 71, I think is what I said. Is there. So no true gem for this one. The 84 did not get drafted, and that's all the cornerbacks that were selected. And now we move on to the defensive ends, which for some reason, there's only 5 of them. 6 of them. 6 of them. 6 defensive ends, only 3 were drafted. D ends. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Six were drafted. There we go. Okay, Jim Barry. I gotta remember who drafted these guys. That was a first-round pick. I think it was Central Arkansas. It was. All right, so first-round pick, heading to Central Arkansas. Going to shuffle it and going to send it for the Bears. This will be the 79. I think, yeah. So, not what you're probably looking for out of the first-round pick there. But that is heading to Central Arkansas. Okay. The second one is Sari Serold, which is Virginia State. We'll shuffle it. Yeah, this is Virginia State. They're going to get the 81 out of round 2. So, a solid pickup out of the second rounds for Virginia State, which leaves us with the final defensive end, which is Yuri Yerald, which was picked, I think, by UConn. I think this is UConn. No. Is this Penn? Who is this? 45. Yeah. Oh, this is Penn. Okay. Final pick of rounds, or the defensive end, excuse me. This was round 4. Heading to Penn next season. Wow. So for the second straight time, no gems. In fact, we only had 180 out of the defensive ends. This is going to round 4. That one's going to Penn, though. So the 83, the top overall available, not drafted for the defensive ends. Now we are moving to defensive tackles. And Very Verald is the first one. Drafted by me. Okay. Got to go grab the tackles. There were 7 available. Yeah, 7 tackles that were available. There are the overalls. 84 is the highest, 76 the lowest. Pretty similar to the defensive ends, except the gym highest is, more. All right, Very Verald. This one is UCO's. So mine, obviously. And here we go. Very Verald. I don't remember if I shuffled it, so we'll do it again. And spin. No! All right, so I miss out on the 84. It is the 81. So that's the third highest I could have gotten with a first-round pick. I haven't done receivers yet. Well, I'm going in order on positions. You did. We did draft or pick your what did you do? Your cornerback. You got an 82 with your your 71st pick. Got an 82 overall. There you go. Anyway, we're going back to D tackles. John Walker. I know who this is. This is 100% drafted by Bucky because he kept trying to change the name of this player, but I don't think he was the first one picked. So this might be someone else. Who's the other one? Rare World. Are these both by? No. All right. So this is Furman. I'm sorry, Monarch. We have done we haven't done athlete. Athlete was one player. It was a 77 overall. We've done centers. 5 of the 6 players were spun because all those were drafted. I forgot to mark that. That's yours. We have done cornerbacks. We just got done with cornerbacks and defensive ends. Now we're on D tackles, and we got a lot more positions to go. This is Rare World of Furman, the next one. That is who we're on. I am trying to go in order of how you selected. So when we get to like multiple rounds where a position group was selected more than once, I have to go find it. So I apologize if it takes me a second to get all the players. Rare World, Furman, 4th round pick. That is what we're doing. Have to make sure this is, yes, correct. All right, Rare World. Remove there. We will shuffle it, my God. And this is for Furman. They're going to get the 84. Yep. 84 overall. Heading to Furman in the 4th round. They get a massive, massive steal. Heading to Furman. All right. This is John Walker. This is UCA. Another 4th round pick. They're going to get the 76 in rounds 4. Okay. And the final pick is Marshall Rowland by App State. Okay, so it's not a bad pick for round 5 in all aspects. You're either going to get what would have been a 3-star at round 5, or you're going to get a high 79 or 82. So, in all honesty, it's a very good pick for App State here on the D tackle. We'll see the overall. I know Monarch wants the 82 right there. I don't think you can see my mouse. I know he wants the 82. We'll give it one more shuffle, and we'll go. This is for App State. They're going to get the 82, I think. 82 overall in round 5, heading to App State. That concludes D tackles. I can see Monarch. I don't know if that's a reaction to getting it or a reaction to wanting it. That's his reaction to getting it. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right. That's all the D tackles. Next are free safeties. And there was only one drafted, I think. That doesn't seem right. Did we really only have one drafted free safety? Let me do a quick little double checking here. Maybe we did, and I just didn't realize it. All right. Well then, free safety. I don't remember who picked this one. This is Olivier Vogel. I have to go find him. Oh, I think this was Central Arkansas. Pick 58. No, Furman. All right, Furman. Furman was the one who picked this. Let me go grab overalls for free safety. So pretty much, this is a one-wheel spin for Furman here. And it's a 5th round pick. You're either going to get a 76 or 77 or a pretty solid player for a 5th round pick. Olivier Vogel, free safety. Oh, wow. Barely missed the 83 there. It will be the 76 for round 5. Olivier Vogel to Furman. All right. Same thing with fullbacks. One player. And there's actually only two choices here. Two choices for fullback. And this was Nicholas Johnson, obviously drafted by Virginia State. Fullback. All right, well, they just got an 83 overall fullback, so the flex bonus is going to be back next season, pretty much. You know what's funny? Both were picked? Did Bucky take the other one? Is that who I didn't mark down? Hold on one second. Oh, I apologize. Bad news for Virginia State. That's actually David Dupree. And that's going to, to Virginia State because they picked first. So, Nicholas Johnson is the 75 overall. Apparently that didn't get marked down. Oh, no, I'm just an idiot. I can't read. So, there you go. 75. So, David Dupree is the 83. Nicholas Johnson, 75. Wouldn't be another video if I didn't mess this up. So, Virginia State, I'm sorry. But I'm really not sorry because the way I lost to you in week 4, you deserve this. So there you go. Okay, that is just fantastic. There were no kickers or punters drafted. I'm not really surprised about that. There were a ton of middle linebackers drafted. I think all but one were drafted. So we're going to do this. What did I just do? Okay. We're going to refresh. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. We fixed it. Okay. We're just having all sorts of problems. I did not do this on purpose, but it is pretty ironic. Okay. James Lima. This is heading to Space Force. Second round pick. You can see there is a... How do I say this without sounding bad? There is an opportunity to have a really bad player. I could have said something else, but that's not. I'm not getting clipped today, okay? I'm not getting clipped. There's a spin. James Lima, second round pick. It's going to be the 78. In second rounds. Middle linebacker. Middle of the road. Middle linebacker. For Space Force on their picks. Next is Mason Taylor the 4th. Yeah, Mason Taylor the 4th. That went to Central Arkansas? No. Furman. I love when they're like right next to each other and I can't distinct the purples. They're like identical purples. Okay. Remove that. We'll shuffle it. Mason Taylor the 4th. This is the Furman. And they got the 84. 84 overall in round 3, heading to Furman. So maybe they can stop bitching about their middle linebacker all the season that they have. You have an 84 overall now. There you go. I did not make your middle linebacker. You chose the players. That's on you. Stop bitching. There you go. All right, David Stifler, 4th round pick to, I think, UConn. Yeah, this is UConn's. We'll shuffle. And oh no, Bars. Oh no. It is the round forward, but it's the bust in this one. 74 overall middle linebacker. Not what Pars wanted to see out of that one. Which means of the last two available between Paul Mole, which is Baldwin Wallace. Oh, thank you, Wad. And who's the other one? Jay White, who was drafted. Oh, by me. What position? Okay. That, because obviously people are joining. We're going to recap. I'm going in alphabetical order of position names based on the spreadsheets on the RFL Hub. You can follow along. I have this. I'm updating this as we go on my laptop. If you go to Season 7 Recruiting, I'm putting overalls in parentheses beside the names. We are not spinning wheels for the undrafted players. There were just not all the overalls to be assigned. Athlete did not get spun because there's only one. That's a 77. I guess I can go update that. So we already know that. There were 5 centers. That was the first true wheel spin were centers. Then we did cornerbacks, defensive ends, D tackles, 1 free safety, a fullback, and we're finishing up middle linebackers. I would say we're probably in the middle of this. But we're almost done middle linebackers. We haven't really got to big offensive pieces yet. We have not done quarterbacks, haven't done receivers, or running backs. Those are still coming later. And tight ends. We haven't done those either. Excuse me. All right, Paul Mole, I think is who's next. Yeah, 5th round pick, Paul Mole. We'll shuffle. And this is going to Baldwin Wallace again. 77 in round 5, which means whoever has this 6th round pick, I'd say 6th round or 5th round. Yeah, whoever's the 6th round pick, middle linebacker, got a pretty solid player. Jay White. Oh, it was me. Okay, so this is UCO's. Jay White for Central Oklahoma. Incoming rigged comments. I can already see him. I'm not looking over there. It's the 82. I already know they're coming. I can feel it. I can sense it in the world. Yeah, the rigged comments are coming. Okay. Middle linebackers are done. Now it's outside. No, offensive guards. Okay. There were a ton of offensive guards and offensive tackles, and they were all selected. So we were assigning all of these. Draft overalls. Where's offensive guard? That's what we're doing. There are the overalls for the guard. And Kerry Carroll is up. I know exactly who drafted that. That was Space Force. Because if Pars and I remember what Brock actually sent me to draft that. This was the 4th overall pick in the draft. Oh, no. All right. 2 Space Force. Kerry Carroll. Oh, they got the 83. 83 overall, Kerry Carroll, 2 Space Force, offensive guard. So pretty much what you would expect a first-round pick to be. Okay, that one's off. Next one is Harry Hall, who was drafted right after Mark Stonks. All right, so this is Baldwin Wallace. I missed one. Brock Aguilar. He's a 2nd-round pick. That is Central Arkansas. Yeah, Central Arkansas. Brock Aguilar. Gonna be the 80. 80 for Brock Aguilar. That's to Central Arkansas. Okay, so now it's Mark Stonks to Baldwin Wallace. This is a 4th round pick, pick 41. There is a bust in this one, unfortunately, at a 74. Mark Stonks is the 78 overall to Baldwin Wallace. That brings up Harry Hall, who I drafted at 42, so right behind this. This one to Central Oklahoma. $79, no. 82. In round, I think that was round 4. Round 5 is Mark Dunn and Charles Hughes. I got to figure out who we drafted first. Charles Hughes, this is Penn. 79 and 74. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Rigged comments. Penn's going to get the 74. Barely missed out on the 79, which that means Mark Dunn's going to a purple team, which is Central Arkansas. Yeah, Central Arkansas gets a 79. That concludes the offensive guards. And we now move on to offensive tackles. Okay. Offensive tackles have two 83s in this. Like I said, all these were drafted again. And the first one's to Perry Perald for Baldwin Wallace. I didn't check for that. Baldwin Wallace. Pick 2. Second overall pick here for Baldwin Wallace is going to be the 83. So one of the 83s is already gone, and it's heading to Baldwin Wallace. Second round pick is August Mize, who was drafted by Penn. I think 21. Yeah. This was Penn. The pick they traded from UConn, actually. Okay. They're going to get the 78. It is, this wheel spins is not treating Penn very nicely right now. I don't think they've gotten just fantastic players. Thomas Babber is also from, this is the next one, to Space Force. I'll remove that, shuffle. Gonna be the 80 overall. Heading to Space Force. Yeah, I did that. Okay. In the third rounds, Kerry Holloway by App State. So you're either going to get a mid-70 or the gym out of this from App State. All right, here we go. Kerry Holloway. 83. App State is doing incredibly well with their draft recruit luck, I guess. 83 is off the board. Round 4 is Terrell Schultz of Virginia State. And that's going to be the 77, which means Michael Baker of I Do Not Know is the 76. I'm going to have to confirm with that. Michael Baker of Valdosta State gets the final player, and that is the 76 out of this one. All right. Offensive tackles are done. And I think this is going to... Oh, no, we're on outside linebackers. Okay. After the linebackers, which, pretty big position, we got quarterbacks and running backs coming up. So, Big offensive players are about to be selected, I guess, is what we would call them. Outside linebacker. There were 8, I think, available. 5 were drafted, with the first one being in the 3rd round by Space Force. Gene Guyton. All right. So there's a couple of 80s. You can see 84, 83, 82. A lot of good players in the outside linebacker department. There is that 75 that looms. This is going to Space Force. $78 as a 3rd round pick. Remember, this one, not all of them are going to be selected in this one. There will be some players that don't get selected. That 84 overall may not be picked. Fred Wright, round 4. This is Valdosta State. For Fred Wright here, it's going to be one of the gems. 83 overall, heading to Valdosta State in round 4 of the draft for the outside linebacker. Big pickup for what's weight pars? Didn't I take it? Pars, from what I have, you have a wide receiver and a running back in round 3. I don't have you down for a middle linebacker in this. Yeah, I don't have you down for the linebacker. Because you picked Canes Hing and Bucky McBuster. Okay. Just listen, hey, if there is a mix-up that you think, please let me know. Because over the weekend, since we don't have RFCL games to, I think, Tuesday is what we determined, please let me know. Because I'm going to be importing these into the Dynasty file. So, if you catch something's wrong, let me know as soon as possible. Okay, we're moving on to Dwayne Salazar. 5th round pick to, this is you, Pars. 5th round pick. Yeah, 5th round pick to UConn, pick 55. Dwayne Salazar heading to the Huskies. It's going to be an 80. It's going to be the 82 overall. So a massive wheel spin there for UConn, getting 82 in round 5. Big pickup for UConn in the 5th round. All right, 2 picks left, both 6th round picks. Saunders, and Jeffrey Alexis, who are actually picked right next to each other. And Jeffrey Alexis is first for Valdosta State, pick 61. The 84 is still out there, but so is the low 70s. Pick 61 goes to Valdosta State. It's going to be the lower of the 70s. So highs and lows for Valdosta State here. They get the 76, but they also got the 83 earlier. And that brings up Penn for the final wheel spin with the 84 still out there. We'll shuffle Charles Saunders. This is for Penn. It's going to be... Oh, my God. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Penn gets the 75 overall. This has got to be the worst odds of all time. Penn or T-Man and Penn have pissed off the wheel spin gods. That's what we're getting. I've been added somewhere in the Discord in Gridiron promo. Okay. Okay, just making sure that I didn't miss anything. That's all the outside linebackers, I believe. Yes, it is. Which moves us to the quarterbacks. This is Matt. I'm not getting clipped. This is big for some teams looking for a big QB upgrade. 7-0. Is that what your guys' game was? Okay, that's actually insane. Okay. You can see the 85 overall. That could be a big get for someone if they can get that. There's also the 74, which is basically useless in the RFCL. First pick was Downtown Funky Stuff by Penn. Penn could get a major quarterback. Wait, timeout. No. Pillsbury Throwboy was the first pick in the second round. I apologize for the scare, Viking. I think you're watching. I think I saw your chat everywhere. This is for Baldwin Wallace first. Baldwin Wallace. This one actually like is very important, so I gotta make sure. Okay, yes. Pillsbury Throwboy. This is this pick. Did I shuffle? I did not. Shuffle. Here we go. Pillsbury Throwboy for, oh my God, they're going to get it. Oh, they missed the 85. They barely missed the 85, but they get the 80 overall. Pretty solid gets. For Baldwin Wallace. This is Downtown Funky Stuff for Penn. This is going to be a 70. You watched. Oh my God. T-Man, I'm sorry. This is the worst luck possible. You missed an 81 by that much. This needs to be studied. This needs to actually be studied for Penn here. It's a 77 in round 2. Oh, man. This is unbelievable. All right. The last spin for the quarterbacks is the all-time greatest name in the RFCL. Can he pass? Can he pass is the next wheel spin. We're going to shuffle. This is going to be the 85 watch. Nope, it's a 74. Okay, so it's a good thing Barack retired because he would have to deal with one of the worst quarterbacks if he got rid of Weasley. That did not feel his face versus quarterback needs. Okay. The 85 does not get picked. Two of the better quarterbacks still on the board, and they will not be seen. But what it will be seen is the running backs. Can he pass? He cannot. Monarch, we're using that. We are using that. He will never pass. That's great. That's great. All right. Halfbacks. There was a ton of them, but only 1, 2, 3, 5 of the 9 got drafted. There's all the overalls. There's all the overalls. All right, first pick, I think was Mike Oxbrown. Yes, right before Bucky McBuster. So both these were like 30 and 31. Virginia State picked the first one. Mike Oxbrown with the first wheel spin. '81 overall for Mike Oxbrown. There is a major bad player. If you didn't see that 73, it's right there. You do not want the 73. Okay, not gonna help you. Not gonna help you. Bucky McBuster. This is for Yukon. Spin that. Bucky McBuster the second will be the 82 overall. Heading to Yukon. Update this real quick. Apologize. Pretty solid. Gets at around 3 for both these running backs. The 84 is still alive, though. As we move on to Budweiser, I'm fairly certain Space Force picked this. They did. This is Space Force's. Budweiser with the next wheel spin. Not a good running back. It's a 78 overall. For Space Force. So the backfield picks for Space Force did not work out. And 84 is still alive. As we move to round 6, Chill Guy. Was it Chill Guy in chat GBT? Chill Guy was the first pick of round 6. So this is App State's. App State's pick. Let me mark this real quick. All right, App State. If they get the 84. Oh no! Oh no! It went from the gym to the bust. It was so close. Oh man, barely missed out on that. Oh, App State's wheel spins have been really great. That's the first letdown. First letdown for App State there for their running back department. Give it to Space Force. All right, last one is Chat GPT. That is Bucky, I think. Yeah, it's purple team. Yeah, it's Bucky. All right. 84 is still there, and the 80. There's pretty solid running backs still left for the 6th round pick. This is pick 69. And it's going to be the 76. So the 84 survives again and does not get picked. 76 is heading to Central Arkansas. Next is the strong safeties, in which all of them got picked. Strong safeties. Oh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. All 5 got picked. There were 2 in the first rounds. First one was the other Zary zeroed by Yukon. This is Yukon's. There's 2 83s, and the lowest is 77. So this is not, these are not bad players, whoever you get here. Although you do want the 83s, obviously. Okay. Zary zeroed for Yukon. It's the 83. So Pars gets some major secondary improvements or secondary drafts from this. A really solid secondary. I think they also got a solid corner, I want to say. Oh, boy. Yeah, 81 corners. So pretty solid draft for Pars in the secondary. Next is Quentin Hernandez, which was Furman. This is going to be the 77. So I think they stole a big player late, and this time their first-round pick ends up being a bust. Still 77, so still doable, but not what you're looking for there with a first-round pick. Next is Jimmy Hicks. That was a third-round pick by Central Arkansas. Do a shuffle. Now, this is a pretty solid get for a third-round pick. It's going to be the 78, though. So the 83 moves on to round 5. Anthony Patton, who was drafted by, I think that's Northwest Missouri State. Is this the first time? No, they got the fullback. I apologize. Yeah, so this is pick 60 for Anthony Patton. And the lowest overall will be a 79. We'll shuffle it, and we go. 83 or 79 for Northwest Missouri State. It's going to be the 83. 83 goes to Northwest Missouri State. Strong safety, which means whoever drafted the last guy, Raul Wyatt, which is that also him? Oh, Kernsey got both of them, so it didn't matter. All right, so Kernsey got both 83s and 79. Just reading the chat, make sure I don't miss anything. All right. Tight ends. Also, all of them are picked. Oh, we're almost done. Are we? I need to make sure I didn't miss position. Haven't done wide receivers. Haven't done tight ends. Got fullbacks. Got them. We might be in our last two position groups because we didn't have kickers or punters. All right. We are on to tight ends. Like I said, all five are picked. All right. First pick was My Dog Chuck. This is also Northwest Missouri State. They're looking for that 83 overall. Here we go. First round pick for Northwest Missouri State, My Dog Chuck. And they get the 83 in round 5, but they get the 76 in round 1. Now, if my memory serves correct, I think they got another tight end somewhere. I would have to check. I'm pretty sure they got another one. So they're still alive for... Yeah, they did. Chris Baldwin. I see it. Pick 35. Okay. Nary Nailed. I remember exactly who drafted them. That was Nismo and Valdosta State, because we made a joke on the stream. And here is... Oh, wrong button. Valdosta State. They're going to get the 83. Valdosta State lands the 83 overall in round 2. And a big tight end get for the Blazers. Chris Baldwin. Oh, Chris Baldwin was the last pick here. Oriole. Yeah, this is Space Force. We'll just put it that way. This is Space Force. Because I'm an idiot and can't type, and I put what Brock said on stream. So, this is Space Force tight end, guys. I'm not saying the name again. They're going to get the 80, which means Kernsey could get the 80, and I think James Lee is Furman. Yeah, so Furman and Northwest Missouri State are fighting over the last 80 or 77. This is for James Lee because he was selected before Chris Baldwin. So this is Furman. I marked it wrong. That was Space Force in Northwest Missouri State. James Lee for Furman. 80 or 77. It will be the 80. So 77 will go to Kernsey. And Furman gets the 80. And we are on our last position group. The wide receivers, and all of them were drafted. Every single one of them were drafted. And we start with Kerry Carroll, who was drafted by Penn. There is a bust here. It's 73 overall. There is an 83, so a big range. But the 73 looms there. This is for Penn. We need chats. Will Penn get another 70? The odds are high. For Penn. You're going to miss it. This is one of the worst draft looks of all time. Penn cannot catch a break. A 79 receiver in round 1 goes to Penn. Kerry Carroll, 79. Mary Merrill, because you guys literally picked all of them, as apparently. This is Furman? Furman. Furman picked the next one. I think, yes. This is second wide receiver. Oh, no. 77 for Mary Merrill. The 83 is still alive, but so is the 73. Next one is Secondhand Smoke, the final first-round pick. Pick 11. It's going to be a solid. An 82 for App State. Caps off a really solid wheel spin draft class. Second highest player available goes to App State in the wide receiver room. Why can you not? What is good? Whatever. Okay, I can't move that for some reason. Anyway, that goes to App State. Buckman Quarter. This is Wad. I know for a fact because he laughed when he picked that name in my VC. This is Northeastern State. This is their second pick for Northeastern State. Their second pick. I think they got the 80-something for their 6th-round pick. And they're going to get the 76 overall. So not the upgrade. Oh, wait. No, we're going to redo that because did not go in order. So we're going to shuffle that again. Someone picked before that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll shuffle again and repick because there's still a lot left. It's featured. Sorry, there's so many second. There is 1, 2. So Mo, there's that. Okay, yeah. So it's Northwest Missouri State. I apologize. This is for Northwest Missouri State right here. I'm gonna reshuffle because I don't think I took that off. I think it was a 76. There we go. This is featured Biatch, Northwest Missouri State. 80 overall for Kernsey, solid receiver, going to that squad. Now this is Buckman Quarter. John, have you been watching the whole stream? Yeah. So, John, if you haven't been watching the whole stream, then don't say anything. Because if I've gone out of order and someone's told me, I've redone it. So don't come in here and start complaining about the things I've done. Or do we need to have a different conversation? Okay. Buckman Quarter. Northeastern State. Gets the other 80. This is App State. Yeah, Mo. This is Mo. I'm not saying that last name. $81. Solid get for App State. 83 still alive. Who is this? This is Furman. That's going to be great because I know what's coming after that. This is for Central Arkansas. Which means Pars gets the 83. Okay, that's all the positions that were drafted. And yeah, that's all I got for you. That took an hour. About as long as I thought it was going to take. So yeah. That's all we've got. Like I said, go on the recruiting thing and make sure everything looks correct. I'm going to start importing these over the weekends. There is an RFCL game tonight. It is against the CPU. I don't know exactly when I will let you know those when I start importing the Monarch, because I did not solely pick out the players. I had help from Watt and Martin, so I don't know the extent of all of them. I know they're pretty solid. In fact, I think how many 81s were there? I can tell you. I think. Actually, no, I can't because I don't know the abbreviation for speed on this. Yeah, I'll let you know when I put these in. But yeah, what was I saying? RFCL game tonight. Like I said, it's against the CPU. I don't know what time we're officially going to start because all I'm going to say is this. If the CFP game that starts at 6:30-ish is close, we may push back the RFCL game to watch the end of that. So it may be a later game, but we'll put it in the Discord regardless whenever we do. It may be late. I don't know. We haven't decided on that. I know Gage is dealing with sickness and in his house right now and stuff like that. So I will let you know. We'll get the announcement, whatever. Thank you guys for watching this. There will be a slight tweak to the draft, I think, in the future. We'll let you know. I think it'll make it better come draft night. Once I finalize that with Watt and Martin, who helped me with this, we'll let you know. But yeah, that's all I've got. Thank you guys for watching. Playoffs are upcoming. Keep on the lookout for that for the selection show and the playoff games, and I will see you later.